Let's talk Jon Jones versus Anthony Lionheart Smith. Look, guys, this is an intriguing matchup, and I believe will be a great fight. I mean, what's there to say about Jon Jones? This is arguably the best pound-for-pound MMA fighter to have ever lived, and I believe he is, and that's a debate for another time. But what makes this fight so intriguing is the styles, the style of fighter that Jon Jones is versus Anthony Smith. Jon Jones, when Jon Jones fights and he controls and dictates that distance, utilizes his striking and his phenomenal grappling, he wins fights. Bottom line, no buts or ifs around that. But Anthony Smith is a pressure fighter. This is a guy who, when he puts the pressure on, he starts picking up wins and he starts winning big. Watch his last 3 fights versus some very, very credible opponents. But look, and I think not only that, but there's always the question, is this the time the best in the division's going to lose? Is it their time to be dethroned? You know, whether it's Jose Aldo, whether it's Fedor, whether it doesn't matter. All the greats have their time to lose. And also just the background of Anthony Smith. For those of you who don't know, Anthony Smith at one point had, first of all, this guy has twice the amount of fights as Jon Jones. So the experience is there, no question. But this gentleman has such an amazing story and background of perseverance. And I think this speaks to, we all relate to this, where we all just get so caught up in the end result, in the finish line, but enjoying, not just enjoying the process, but embracing it. And clearly this guy is a testament to that. He embraced the process and he persevered, and look where he's at. He's contending for arguably, first of all, fighting the best fighter ever, but he's contending for a championship belt in the UFC, which is the largest MMA promotion in history. But look, this guy had a losing record at one point. He went through Strikeforce, Bellator. He was in and out of local and regional promotions. And a lot of people would consider him a failure. His debut in the UFC was a failure. I mean, this guy has been through it all. And since joining the UFC, moving up to the light heavyweight division, he's looked phenomenal. And the question is, though, can Anthony Smith get it done against Jones? I think this is going to be a much better fight than Las Vegas is predicting. Don't get me wrong, guys. I think that this fight could potentially go the distance. But here's my prediction, guys. I believe Jon Jones is going to get it done. I don't think it's his time to get dethroned. I think Anthony Smith can absolutely hurt Jones and get people out of their seats and make this exciting. I think Anthony Smith is going to put the pressure on, is going to have to put the pressure on to make this a fight. If he does not close the distance with Jones, he will struggle. I think the first round or two, he's going to do that and do it well. But I think Jones, his technique, his experience with this high pressure of fights is just going to be too much for Anthony Smith. I think Jones, I could see it going the distance, guys, but I do think Jones is going to finish the fight probably in the 4th or 5th round and get it done that way, guys. I just don't see Smith getting it done tonight. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I think that I don't think if he loses, this is going to be a hit on his legacy or his image. I think if anything, his heart in this fight that's going to be displayed tonight is actually going to make him even more popular and notorious throughout the MMA community. But I got Jones winning this fight, guys. I do believe he's going to finish it, and that's my prediction. Guys, if you haven't, like and subscribe my channel. I'm going to continue talking about MMA, continue talking about important social issues that are affecting the younger generation in this country, and we'll go from there. Thank you, guys.